Okay, so I just want to give you, I had to edit my video because my daughter came in right at the end of my last segment, so I'm going to have to splice it and do some editing, but I just don't want to leave you without scripture. These are scriptures that the Lord had given me, during my Little Valley experience, and literally one day last week, and it's literally, let me tell you, I keep saying literally, it's been maybe a matter of like 2 or 3 days that I'm starting to feel better, that I'm holding my head up again and I'm smiling again. It's like a whirlwind, about to say literally again, a whirlwind just came on in there and had a field day and in my spirit, but I can never allow that to happen again because I know better than that. And I was just going to say, I was walking out of the grocery store the other day and I looked up past the trees in the wall there and I saw the mountain right there. And the scripture that came to mind was, I will lift up my eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. And when I got home, before I ate a meal, and I've been trying to make this a habit, before I eat something, I'll go grab the word and I'll read a scripture to whatever he gives me. I'll say, Lord, speak to me out of your word. And either I'll hear a verse or I'll open it up and wherever it lands, and that's what I read. And it's usually right on time. So this is the scripture that he gave me that same day when I walked out of the grocery store. I sat at the table and I said, Lord, what would you have me to read before I eat my natural food? What spiritual food do you want me to eat? And this is what he let me see. I kid you not, Psalm 121. And it says, this is in the NIV version, but it says, I will lift up my eyes, and this, so like I said, it's a different translation. I will lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? Now tell me if God wasn't putting a period, exclamation point on that, because out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word will be established. One witness was when I looked up at the store and heard the scripture in my mind, and then the second witness when I got home. His words never fall to the ground. His words are never void or empty, but it says they accomplish what he sends them here to accomplish. And so he was confirming his word to me. He's so wonderful like that. Oh, God, I love him. How could I not serve him? How could I give up on trusting him? And that's what I did, but it says, I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. And so he's letting me know, that he's with me and that he's watching over me. And the thing about the hills and the mountains, he gave me this revelation one day. I'll look to the hills from whence cometh my help cometh from the Lord. Let me break that down. I'll look to the hills, and you could say the mountains. And even hills, you know how large hills are and stuff. Well, the Lord told me one day, I know this was him, when I say the Lord told me, it's thoughts that I get in my head. I'm not crazy. I'm not hearing voices and stuff like that. I looked at the hills, and he said, look above that. And I looked at the expanse of the sky. It wasn't cloudy that day. And I could see blue sky everywhere. And it was unending. Could I see the demarcation line? No, I couldn't see where it stopped. But it's like he said, okay, well, who made that you're looking at, the sky? And I'm like, you did. And he said, well, who made the mountain? I said, you did. I will look to the hills. From where does my help come from? The one who made this, the maker of heaven, the sky that he showed me, and the maker of earth, that hill that he showed me, that mountain. The same one that made the gigantic mountain, that made the limitless expanse of space, the same one who made that, that's where my help is going to come from. So do I think he's not going to be able to help me? Heck no. How could I think that? Of course he's going to help me in his way and in his time. So I hope that blesses you guys today. I don't want to preach at you. I just want to encourage you and share with you. And I just pray that your day is blessed and that you don't end up in a rut like I was. But if you do, just know that your help comes from God. I realized that nobody could help me. Everyone was encouraging me. I have a dear friend that was encouraging me by phone and text. And we go way back a few years ago, from like 15 years ago, I think. He's a really dear friend. But he was very, very encouraging to me. And but even in the encouragement and the prayers, that's what it was the prayers. It was hearing those words and allowing prayer to saturate my mind and And really, I realized only the Lord could really help me, and that He uses people to send to bless you along your way. So with that, I'm going to cut it off. But take care, and I will be back to tell you another very interesting video. I promised to tell you a while back, and I forgot about it. I apologize. So I'll be back soon. Take care. Bye-bye.